Hashem Yahushua Hashem Rakakodah Shalom 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm gonna make this super quick. I'm not gonna give you a this is Spirit told me I'll give you some script precepts, but I'm gonna make this super quick. I'm gonna entitle this video Another Reason Why to Stay Away from These Chaos Goblins. Sorry, Miss Jackson. That's what Floyd should have told Miss, what's her name, Chantel Jackson, when she's now reportedly they're back together after 10 years, and you know she's backtracking to get back with the guy, and she sued him with the so-called New York lawyer. What's her name? Aldridge or whatever the hell her name is. She's in the video. You gotta watch the whole video. I don't gotta watch the video no more. I got the whole story. But I didn't know this. So I knew that she sued and she had all these allegations. Oh, he beat me. He falsely imprisoned me. We do that all the time to women. We falsely imprison women all the goddamn time. Meaning, baby, won't you stay another day or another couple hours, you know? And they'll turn that around as imprisonment, you know? It doesn't mean that he had a gun to her head. Anyway, you should forget about her. Forget about her, bro. Now, I didn't notice that when she brought these, oh, he's this, he's abusive, he treats me like shit, he's this, he's that, and the other. And you can find that video when she sues. Matter of fact, there's a picture of it right here. Yeah, right here. Let me do this. Okay, this is the almost 3:50 minute. Okay, and I saw this. This is her. What is this? The TMZ rather. Fox 11. Well, New York is Fox 5. But this is this small hat lawyer. Her thing is to sue men that have treated women bad. She's a famous, you know. Oh, if you watch this video, and it's on YouTube, if you watch this video, he's abusive, he's this, he don't treat me right, he called me a bitch. Oh, that's ground for a suit right there, huh? But anyway, so he retaliated by saying he got her. He's got feelings for this woman, you know. The scriptures say, I'll give you one scripture. Who knows the way of a man and his maid? Who knows the way of a man and his maid? I said I wasn't going to go to no scriptures, but, you know, Ecclesiasticus is in my mind. 25th chapter, 26th chapter, Proverbs 30. There's all kind of... I didn't want to go in a bunch of precepts. I don't want to make this long. And if you can get somebody that looks like an Edomite, she could be a J. Get her. I look at Edomites, man. I would appear to be Edomites, you know. I'm looking at one now that I saw in the elevator, and if I see her again, I'm gonna, you know, push the envelope, because I don't need no sisters. I'm not knocking you sisters that are righteous. You know, I'll take y'all that are righteous, you know. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all came in on another boat. Anyway, what I say I was going to go, and put a man and his maid. Man and his maid. I'm sorry, I spelled maid the wrong way. Man and his maid. Let's bring it on up. Okay. Come on, man. I just had my organic lemon juice, organic cayenne pepper, organic garlic, a combination with water. Hurts going down, but it cleans you out. Computer moving slow. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Let me try it this way. Now it's acting up. The way of a man and his maid. Should come up. I gotta do it this way. Who knows the way of a man and his maid? Bible. Should be in Proverbs. Yep, Proverbs. It was 30. I did mention 30. I did mention 30. So let me do this. Proverbs 19 and 30. There's a couple of statements in this particular chapter. Come on now. Anyway, Floyd, he retaliated with the lawsuit. He had got her pregnant, and they were supposed to have twins, I guess twin boys, and she aborted it. And so now she's back with him. And I hope he, make her top shelf. We didn't like that bitch when she first got, the first time he was getting ready to fight Cotto, I believe, and he had her all up in the videos. And we were watching, and we were saying, who's this bitch? Who's this bitch? And we were saying we don't trust her. We don't trust her, Floyd. Because we look at Floyd like family. You should have got you a rhythmic Irish chick or a Polish chick or Romanian. The Romanian chicks, them are Israelites. Italian, Sicilian, Naples. Give me a second, y'all. It's acting up. Okay, here we go. Got all these tabs open. Come on, man. Let me lock this off. These tabs slow shit down. So yeah, when a woman, that's murder. That's double murder right there. But in this man's system, that's not murder. So I don't know why he got with that chick. I don't know why he got with that chick. Let me see. Let me do this. That's Mr. Let Go. Okay. I hate this, man. I hate this. Where the hell? But anyway, the bottom line is I don't know why he got with that chick. And she needs him, not the other way around. You know, he's getting ready, he's calling out Terrence Crawford, and I believe if they fight, I would see how they train, how he looks. He's not going to fight unless he knows he can win. You know, when Sugar Ray Leonard said he was watching a fight with Hagler against Mugabe, John the Beast Mugabe, and he knocked Mugabe out, and Sugar Ray Leonard said, I can beat him. Which they did have a fight. He didn't win that fight. Okay? That was Marvin Hagler all the way. And if you want to argue the point, you're going to lose. All right, let me go here. Yeah, I hope he bangs her a couple of times and get rid of her. You know, use her. You know, she's a side chick. She want to be her. She want to be, you know, his one and only, and get married. If he gets married, he got hit. He got punched too many times in the head. Don't marry a bitch like that. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. I put his maid. The way of a man and his maid. You might see your boy got a chick that you don't think she's all that, or I don't trust the bitch, I don't like the bitch, but he's just head over heels in love. Well, I'm reading the scripture right now. Who knows the way of a man and his maid? Let's look up the word maid. Like maid, I mean, has a lot of definitions. Mary, Joseph's wife, was considered a maid. Whether she was a virgin or not, she's considered a maid. When you go back to Isaiah, was that 7:14 if I'm not mistaken? It says a virgin, and then you got these Christians running with it. See, that means they never had sex. If you knew if you were a scholar, you would know that the word there is Ailama, which is a maid. And Nianis, if you want to go to the, if I'm not mistaken, the exact Hebrew to Greek relation is the word for virgin or Ayalama would be Nianis, which that goes, and I broke it down a different way. Apostle Ramla broke it that way, which you said, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I myself, I would just go with the word maid. Right, maid, damsel, maid, virgin, young woman of marriageable age, maid, or newly married. What happens when you're newly married? You can't consummate the marriage, right? So she could be a virgin of a marriageable age. That means she's at least 12 years old. Maid or newly married. So she can have a baby in the oven, so to speak, bun in the oven, and she can have like a year-old toddler or a 2-year-old toddler, whatever the case may be. She's still considered a maid. When they reach, pretty much when they reach puberty, they become maids. Rachel and Leah, they were both maids. No matter how many children. The first, it was Leah that had the first child. Correct me if I'm wrong. Guess what? Rachel and Leah were still considered maids. No matter how many children they had. It's talking about a certain time period. So that's what that means in Isaiah, where it says a virgin shall conceive. And then when you go into the Greek in the New Testament in Matthew 1, kind of change the subjects here. In Matthew 1, it says virgin, and then the word there for virgin is what is that? Parthenos, which means a woman that never been touched by a man. But that's the word. Word shouldn't be in there. Either the word Nianis should be there, because it's the exact Hebrew or Greek equivalent to the word Ayalama, if you want to go into the exact. But like I said, the way I break it down is, let me go to the word maid. I'm going to bring it up in the New Testament. Nianis is great, but you got to explain it to people. When we go into studies, we go to the lowest common denominator of understanding these scriptures. So you have to go into the Hebrew, if it's in the Old Testament, or Greek, which is in the New Testament, or the Sirach, which is in the book of Daniel. So everybody blindly following Nate, he doesn't go into he's doing it now. Trust me, behind closed doors, he's on that blue letter. Trust me, he's on that blue. I can't prove it. Well, no, last week he did say, if you look that word up from the Hebrew word, I said, wait a minute, who does that sound like? He did that last week. And that's from the Hebrew word, and all of a sudden now you're a Hebrew expert? Let me just go here. By Matthew 14:16, all right? Let's go here. And Miss Chantel Jackson is not a maid. She a woman up in age. She got a lot of miles on her, so she's trying to get with a winner instead of a chicken dinner. She gets with this guy. She gonna bite on the lollipop. She gonna do everything to make him feel good, and she'll be able to live that life. Anyway, so this is the word here. Let me let you hear it.
Strong's G 3814. Paidiske.
Now this word should be in Matthew 1 instead of virgin or the word what did I say? I'll go to it in a minute. Not Neanus, but Parthenos. I'm sorry. No. Let me do this. We're gonna have to come back to this. Yeah, Parthenos. Parthenos Genesis means virgin birth. So Parthenos, the word means virgin, which is a Greek equivalent to the Hebrew word bathwala, which means a woman that never been touched. That word shouldn't be there. This word should be there. Let me let you hear it again.
Strong's G 3814. Paidiske.
So Matthew's 1, when it says a virgin, the word there should be not Parthenos, but Paidiske. It means a young woman, damsel, a maid servant, or a young female slave, a maid servant who has charge of the door. Bondmaid. You can buy an Israelite woman from an Israelite father, and you can make her a bondwoman, or you can make her your wife. And that happened. Damsel, maid, bondwoman, maiden. So the story of Joseph and Mary would be a maiden, or a let me let you hear it one more time. It's not fresh in my mind.
Strong's G 3814. Paidiske.
That word should be there instead of virgin in Matthew chapter 1. But if you really want to go to the lowest common denominator, the word should be Neanus. And I hope if the Apostle Ramla is watching this, he can even do a video on that. But if you go to the lowest common denominator, right? Let me see. Anyway, let's come back over here. Okay, I'm gonna let you listen to a little bit of it. Fair use. I'm gonna show it. She running out of options. So, she gonna be nice, but then she fucking killed, and it's not about I can't afford to take care of the kids. You got a fucking billionaire for a husband. That was some fucked up shit. That you was supposed to be put to death. So let's let this play. Fair use.
Doing a jail stint due to an incident that happened with his child's mother. Again, all this could be documented.
Yeah, what's her name? Somebody help me out. She died. She was on and off of drugs. She even said that. She said it's really not his fault. It's both of our faults. She said not too many words. I push buttons. All y'all know women. There's certain women that push buttons. You try to quash the shit and they pushing buttons. I even tell her, I said, look, stop pushing buttons. Because a sister will try you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the timeline of events. Starting in 2014, let's go through the legal timeline. In September 2014, Chantel, with Gloria already by her side, announced a lawsuit during a news conference. The suit alleged that Mayweather had been physically abusive.
Yeah, you can watch the video. It's on YouTube. And see, you got Miss Jackson. Oh, he beat me. He did this. He beat. Hey, like Richard Pryor said when he was going, one of his wives divorcing him, and she playing that innocent role, and he said, "Who is this bitch?"
And had falsely imprisoned Jackson during their relationship. The lawsuit also cited a December.
No, he played the song "Stay With Me" by goddamn. I got the song. I played the song. Got it on my thumb driver.
2013 incident where Jackson became
the barge, Stay With Me. You play that song, Stay With Me. She stayed 15 minutes longer. Oh, I'ma sue you for unlawful imprisonment.
Pregnant with Mayweather's twins, and after she terminated the pregnancy, Mayweather allegedly retaliated by posting a photo of the sonogram on social media,
which is not good. But she lied and said, "No, I never got pregnant." Oh, here's the sonogram. This is a toxic relationship. This is a toxic relationship. Put her, put her in the back. Let her be one of your back trophies, If she thinks she's going to get married, if you're talking about married, I said you got punched in the head too many times.
Mayweather's social media.
You don't be marrying no bitch like that. Especially in your status. You a multi-fucking millionaire.
Post publicly accused Jackson of getting an abortion and was accompanied by derogatory comments. R-Red stated, and with social media
R-Red,
posts
that so-called small hat. R-Red, the day's gonna come where everybody's waking up to these motherfuckers.
Accused Jackson of getting an abortion and was accompanied by derogatory comments. R-Red stated that this was a deliberate attempt to emotionally torture and humiliate.
That's what the fuck you supposed. That's why these Jays, these motherfucking Amalekites, they're gonna be out of here, man. They're gonna be Obadiah 118th. They're gonna be Obadiah 118. Let me listen to that again. He trying to make it work. How can you have a complaint with a man that's a fucking like a fucking billionaire?
The pregnancy, Mayweather allegedly retaliated by posting a photo of the sonogram on social media. Mayweather's social media.
He didn't retaliate. He showed the truth. She said this, that, and the third. Well, I got a sonogram. Let me show it. What you got to say now?
Post publicly accused Jackson of getting an abortion and was accompanied by derogatory comments. R-Red stated that this was a deliberate attempt to emotionally torture and humiliate Jackson. Mayweather filed a countersuit against Jackson in 2017, claiming that she had stolen large sums of money from him.
And that's what hoes do. I've been with hoes that took this money from me. One chick said, "Oh, I ain't taking money." I set up a camera on their ass. Wasn't a lot of money,
from him. Let's get into the legal proceedings. The legal battle between Jackson.
So you mean to tell me he's head over heels in love with this chick? And give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just getting warmed up. Bear me, y'all.
Jackson and Mayweather has gone on for many years. That's a key word. Keywords. Many years. In 2018, a judge decided to move the case forward to a trial. The case has been complicated by various claims and counterclaims filed by both parties over the years. Now, this is Gloria Allred's role. At Jackson's...
And see, that's why Paul said it's best not to have a woman. He said, but I warn you, you shall have trouble in the flesh. They're going to find a problem. If you ain't got no money, you get a real job. Or if you got money, it's always another problem, man. Remember Robin Gibbons and Mike Tyson? This guy was a multi-millionaire. She had problems with this guy. If he got with Edomite woman, he'd probably still be with the Edomite woman.
Lawyer Gloria Allred has been a public face for the case, using her notoriety to bring attention to the allegations. That's Tony Busby's job now. During the 2014 news conference, Allred made statements condemning Mayweather's alleged behavior. She emphasized that regardless of wealth, no man has a right to threaten, assault, or humiliate a woman, and that Jackson was seeking justice for the alleged misconduct. She was seeking justice. And that was over 10 years ago. Did she find that justice? Did justice come in the form of vacation? Must be. And again, people want me to speak on they want me to speak on men. And okay, I'll speak on it. How about we speak on a case that we have not...
See, men in general, men in general, they don't go to these dating places or whatever, these speed, they don't show up because it's always the same story. It's always bullshit on the side of the fucking woman. She starts the shit. She starts the fucking shit. That's why in the kingdom we're going to have many women. We're going to have them living in separate dwellings, and we're going to go pop them, play with them, and go to the next one, okay? Give me a second here. Yeah, this is from the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 25 verse 13. You can read that whole chapter. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart attack, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. 19 verse, same chapter. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some inside information, man. If you can afford it, you have your woman live in one place, you live in another place. You go see her when you see her. When you get tired of her, you need a break, you disappear. The wickedness of a woman changes her face, and that's what Miss Jackson did. Oh, he abused me, and she was coached by the small hat. And darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among the, I can hardly read this, neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. She's completely out of control. It's going to get to other dudes. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. They call it, he's henpecked. That's why the best thing is, you got your place, she got her place. You come and see her, when you want to come and see her. And then you have women on the side. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire not her for pleasure. That's what all men do. So he stumbled because the first, they did the 24/7 when he's going to fight Cotto. The first thing, this is Miss Jackson. That's a strong black. You don't want a strong black woman. You want a beautiful, feminine woman. Well, what the fuck you want a strong black woman? What the fuck that's supposed to mean? Reading on 22nd verse, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, and impudence, and much reproach, much disrespect. Any woman that works a job and you got a YN living there and you working 12 hours a day or 10 hours or whatever, and he ain't doing shit, talking about you gonna get a job, you're gonna disrespect him and you're gonna move on. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Well, the woman came the beginning of sin, going back to Eve, and through her we what? We all die. So let's listen to a little bit more.
Not really gotten any public clearing of. And this thing has been going.
They need us, we don't need them. We don't need them to build back the nation. This is something that King Marshall said many, many years ago, and I was there when he said it. He said, we don't need the black woman to build back the nation. We can build back the nation with any woman of any nation, including Edomite women. You can build back, and this knucklehead, Mr. Miyagi, Ben from the HODC, talking about Alizar being half-breed. First of all, there's no such fucking thing as half-breed, you fucking moron.
This thing has gone on for years. For years. There's even a funny picture of Gloria Allred and Chantel Jackson on some sort of red carpet back in 2014. Listen, this is all relevant because I want y'all to understand that women will say some of the most egregious things about a man, and she will go right back to him. She'll go right back to a man she claimed, and let's look at these claims, or let me go ahead and tell you what these claims are. Harassment, assault.
Why would you go? But you know what? You was with this guy, what's his name, Nelly, and Nelly got tired of your ass. And he got back with, what's her name? Damn. She's a singer. Can't even think of her name. I'm getting old. When that thing fell out, you was out there. You was just out there in the wind. You was out there in the wind. You ain't gonna get with no average dude. You ain't gonna get with a dude that worked for UPS. That might be making $50 an hour. That's not the type of money you want. You want big money. And I'm pretty sure you done went through a couple of men that had money and shit didn't work out. So, you know, I guess there's a weak spot in Floyd's heart. Floyd should push that bitch to the curb. He should push that bitch to the curb. And please don't tell me you guys, you tied the knot and you're going to get married. No, you don't marry a chick like that. You don't be marrying no chicks like that, man. You don't be bringing no brown sugar up in here. Inside joke. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say. And another thing, the news is, well, wait a minute. He getting ready to fight, Terrence. And they talking about he going to make at least half of that. He probably make more because he'll be the A side. He'll probably make 300, 400 million. He'll make 300, 400 million. He got all kind of business generating revenue for him. So she getting with she getting with a winner instead of a chicken dinner. And he got more money than Nelly. Nelly ain't got the money that Floyd got. Okay? Anyway, shalom, on to the next.